Hi guys, it's Jess from Madden Crafts again, and I'm glad you joined me for another crafty hangout where we hang out together and make a very simple craft together. Today's crafty hangout is sponsored by Duck Brand Duct Tape, and I'm really excited to be sharing a super simple holiday gift project with you. This is something that you can make up with duct tape that you have on hand, with a can from your recycling bin, and with a succulent from your local hardware store. It is a nice gift to give to teachers, to give to neighbors, and it doesn't cost a lot of money, but it is nice and meaningful. This is what we're making today, a little tin can succulent planter using Duck Brand tape. So let's get started. If you haven't checked out all of the different colors and patterns that duct tape comes in lately, you need to. It's not just plain matte silver duct tape anymore. Now they make it in a whole spectrum of colors and patterns. You can get these neat metallic colors, which are great for the holidays. They have special lines of crafting tape now. They have a prism tape and fabric tape and this really great glitter tape, which is what I used on the can that I just showed you. But they also have patterns. And right now for the holidays, they have some really cute ones. They have this sort of pink and purple winky owl duct tape, which is great if you have maybe a teen or a little girl that you're making a craft for. What we're going to use today, which I thought was appropriate for a planter gift, was this Merry Christmas sort of metallic Christmas tree tape. This project will only take a couple of minutes to do. It's very simple. First, you need to pull a tin can out of your recycling bin, or the next time you have soup, you just save the can. If you don't have a newer can opener, you have to be a little bit careful because obviously you don't want this to have a sharp edge. I have the kind of can opener that takes the lid off but doesn't leave a sharp edge. If you do, you might want to find a way to sand it down or maybe run a line of tape right around this edge here because you don't want to be given a gift that's going to cut somebody. All right, so I've removed my label and rinsed out my can. And then since succulent planters need to have drainage so the succulents don't just sit in water, I took a nail, or you can use an awl and a hammer, and I pounded a couple of drainage holes here at the bottom. If you want, if you're worried if the holes are too big of some of your dirt falling out, you can slap a square of duct tape right on the bottom. Just make sure to tell them to remove that before they water the plant. My holes are pretty small, so I don't think I need to worry about that at all. All right, so once your can is clean and dry, you can get started. All you're going to be doing is wrapping the can in lengths of duct tape. I've already measured these to be the circumference of my can, but you can kind of, measure as you go. I just suggest you use an old pair of scissors and cut the tape instead of ripping it so you don't have sort of a janky edge that will show. You will need to use old scissors though, because duct tape can gum up nice paper or fabric scissors, and that's no good. All right, all I'm doing right now is following the edge of the top of the can and covering it with duct tape and pushing it down. This pattern duct tape sticks, it's duct tape. It sticks fabulously well, and it's also waterproof. So if they are watering and some gets along the edge, it's not going to tear off like paper might. It's duct tape, so it's great stuff. All right, I did the top, and now I'm gonna do the bottom, trying to keep the tape going in the same direction. You can spend time trying to match the patterns up if you like to. I don't really think it's that important, but that's up to you. The glitter duct tape that I used on my other can, it doesn't stick quite as strongly as traditional duct tape, but it still works very well. You just have to push it down a little bit harder into all the, the ridges of your tin can. All right, let's straighten that out. All right, just like that, my can is all festive with Christmas trees all around it. And what I would do now is I would fill it with dirt and then plunk in my succulent just like that. I'm not going to worry about that now because I don't want to get dirt all over my computer, but you know how that goes. The other thing that you can add to this gift, again, if you have the kind of tin can that doesn't leave a rough edge, is you can use that lid that you've removed from the can and turn it into a cute little tag to go along with it. What I've done here is I've taken some duct tape and trimmed it to fit the underside of the lid. And then again, I poked 2 small holes, I don't know if you can see that very well, into the can with my nail and my hammer so that I can thread some twine. And then I will just pull that twine tight against the can, and I'm going to tie it off in a knot. You won't be able to see it, but you can figure out what I'm doing down here. Again, if your lid has a sharp edge, just skip this step and make a tag out of something else you have around the house. You don't want to cut anybody. All right, so I have my twine tied on there, and then I also took a piece of plain green duct tape and used my X-Acto knife to trim it into a Christmas tree shape. Whoops, and I dropped it on the ground. And I'm going to put that right here in the middle of the tag, just for a little extra embellishment. You see it? Just like that. And then on the back, you can use a magic marker to write a message or your recipient's name, whatever you'd like. And just like that, you can have a cute dressed up tin can succulent planter that will be great for teachers or neighbors or any plant lovers you have on your list this year. Thanks again to Duck Brand for sponsoring this hangout. Visit Crafty Hangouts next week, and there will be an entire week's worth of holiday projects using fabulous duct tape. Visit me at www.maddencrafts.com for tons more gift ideas, Christmas decorations, and craft projects. Bye.